How's it going? First thing I want to do is 5 o'clock this morning. I want to wish every father out there a happy Father's Day. So the message today is for the Divine Masculine. And for every man out there, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. And for every woman out there, I'm talking to you too. Because there is no difference, regardless of what these light worker circles are talking about, between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine walking the face of this earth, not if you drill down to the core where we're all an androgynous soul. Everything, every piece of advice that the Divine Feminine needs to take in, or that's been talked about, and every piece of advice and revelation and epiphany that's meant for, on the surface, the Divine Masculine is meant for the Divine Feminine too, the ones that walk this earth, because every single one of us has both vibrations. You know, I've come to the conclusion in my own universe that every problem that a man has with a woman and every problem a woman has with a man is a problem within themselves. You may not see it if you're a man, the out of balance feminine qualities that you have, whether they're above the bar or below it, and then the same goes for the women in terms of how they look at men. Bottom line is, you know, we focus on the external. It doesn't matter if it's a person, an opposite gender. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's this world or our political allegiances, religious beliefs. Anything outside of us is not us. Anything that we have accepted as us that comes from outside of us is not us either. All we can do is do the best we can do. You know, I think I can say it doesn't make me special at all, but I've woke up virtually every day of my life, if not every day, conscious and unconscious, of trying to elevate my soul, raise the vibration of my soul by getting past the lies of this world and the lies of what I told myself I was. And you know, that desire didn't come from a conscious thought. Not originally. It comes from the unconscious, the intuitive of the soul. We all have it. We can all run to it or run away from it. And we'll be tested every single day. Every single day we'll be given a choice, and there's always two paths to take. And I'm at a point now in my life where, you know, working on this Soulogy for 6 years, interacting with people all around the world, developing relationships. And I've come to the conclusion that this heaven on earth is the real deal. It's an absolute fact. It's what Jesus was talking about. It's what all the great prophets and prophetesses were talking about. Bringing heaven to earth from the inside out. Heaven is inside of us. Earth is what we're looking at. We change this earth by changing ourselves. And, you know, in this time, we got so many people, including myself, who are out here trying to express what they're receiving on an internal basis from their communion with the universe. And we all get lost in telling people this and telling people that, you know. It needs to be done. You need to express yourself. You need to bring your truth. But you also got to remember that the truth you receive is for you first and foremost, more than anything else and above all else. Relationships that we get into test us. The ones closest to us are the ones that can bring us the most light to ourselves. And the closer they get to us, the harder it is to see that light. because we've got to get past certain things that only come with those closest vibrations to us. Expectations are illusions, and expectations are a big part of our makeup here in this realm, and it's hard to get away from it. But I'm convinced that in this ascension you cannot hang on to anything 3D. The universe is going to put you in that beautiful universal isolation until there's nothing left but you. I learned this on the street over 2 years. I lost everything, and it was the greatest blessing of my life. And there's nothing conventional, let's just say in the 3D, the conventional 3D that's going to serve you in the 5D. It's going to keep forcing you to a point where you operate strictly on the 5D, and that means turning your back on everything. And the only way you can do that is not to be afraid to die, and the only way you can be not afraid to die is to have complete faith in your divinity. So, on a personal level, I don't know where I'm headed next. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. But I know one thing. 2 things. One is that I'm not afraid to die. Therefore, I will walk this earth, my home, and I will continue to spread, number 2, the energy of Soulogy to the best of my ability. Like everybody else, I want to have the things that I know are part of the new earth, such as having a companion, such as creating and manifesting different things, the things that I want, desire, deserve, have been blessed to deserve. And I don't know how that all goes. But I will never give away my soul to anything or anyone. Individuality is the path to oneness. We do not reach it by talking about how we're all the same, and I do that a lot. And I think that's important. We reach it by finding that oneness within ourselves. I learned that from a divine feminine who walks this earth. I've learned it from a lot of people, but I think she explained it best. And it never stops. It's never too late to say you're sorry. It's never too late to say I love you. Even if the other person doesn't do it. You did it. I want to wish my father a happy Father's Day. I love you. I'm sorry. I love you. Forgive me. Thank you. Wishing you all peace, power, protection, and big love for you and yours. It's Todd Medina from Soldier One Studios in the early morning before the sun comes up in Houston, Texas. I love you all. Peace.